Hi.
Okay, and Halfton, where are you, Halfton? Haley, you look really young. You look like you're like very, very, very young. Do you get that a lot? Okay, okay. And Halfton, where are you?
Yes, mine like it says you were disabled by the host, your video.
I was disabled. Okay, let's
Yeah.
see. Okay, there we go. All right. So every time I use that thing, I'm like, how do I turn it off? Okay, but I turn it off. So welcome to the TMT Youth Community Foundation. I don't know how much you know about us, but I'm happy to have students from the city of Chicago, and I just want to kind of give you guys a background of who we are and what we're doing. Um, our goal is to basically, we've been operating as a nonprofit for like 20 years, and I did it as a mom. So I did it as a mom, making sure that my little African American children go to school and get educated the proper way. And I'm glad I did it that way because my son had many challenges going through school. I sent him to school eager to learn, learning how to read. He was putting it back on the side of class, and everybody was wondering, like, how do you know how to read when he came in here? And so I just had a very interesting time raising my children in the school system, especially here in North Carolina because North Carolina tests out the homeschool prison cycle. So if you've seen the mass incarceration of African American people, North Carolina has it down to a science. They've got jails, three jails inside of the African American community here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I mean, like three. Like in the African American community in Southeast Raleigh is not that big. It has two institutions of higher learning, Shaw and St. Aug. But when you outnumber the institutions with prisons, you kind of got a problem, inside of the community. I mean, they can just pick you up on the corner and take you right around the corner to jail, one or three of them. And so we have a huge system of push out here in North Carolina. So I'm happy to see what we're doing with education. I'm happy to see that we're going to shut this thing down. But there will be communities left without the proper education. And so we've been preparing for that for 20 years. And the reason that I saw that was because I walked into the school system here as a teacher in North Carolina after having been a marketer in radio. So I know a marketing plan being executed when I see one because I've made them before, right? Marketing is my background. I'm a graduate from the University of Alabama at Birmingham. I worked for V103 Atlanta in Atlanta coming straight out of college, and then went into WEEP radio in Huntsville, Alabama. I was 22 at the time. I worked for, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the Chitlin market. Have you ever heard the Chitlin circuit? So Beyonce, are you guys familiar with Beyonce living in Canada? Yeah, everybody's familiar with her, right? So she is going on her tour, Cowboy Carter tour, and she actually calls it the Chitlin Circuit because that is how she made her career. How you build artists is that you actually bring them into smaller communities, tier three, tier small counties with infrastructure. And I started when I left V103, which is the number one market in radio. Um, I moved to radio in Huntsville, and Huntsville is 147 market, but it was the beginning part of the Chitlin radio market. At the time, we were the 47th largest city in Alabama. Alabama being the cradle of Confederacy, that's where I'm from. Um, Alabama being a showdown of where African Americans began to ask for civil rights in the 60s. And so radio played an important part in informing the community and advocating for rights. Actually, the radio station I worked for went to Congress so that African American stations could serve 24 hours because back then they were lynching Black people. And the radio stations was a threat to being able to help the community because you didn't want people to get on the radio and say, hey, so and so got lynched. The whole town would be upset. So the man who started my radio station, Mr. Leroy Garrett, actually went to FCC to change regulations so Black radio stations could operate 24 hours a day. So that is my background. I come from having a background of marketing, understanding how important it is to market, understanding how important that microphone is. And then I walked into a school system that was practicing the school to prison pipeline, saw it come down to a science. And so, okay, I said, what can I do about this? And I started the TMT Youth Community Foundation. It is a nonprofit organization that engages kids from ages 8 to 25. So you guys sign up. You're signed up as TMT mentees. I work with mentees in colleges. For the last 10 years, I've been working with Shaw University, developing this program that I'm going to put you through. So we tried tested it post COVID, and working with Shaw University, which is an institution within this community, has a lot of challenges because when this institution was first started, the college was downtown, and when people would see the college kids, they would actually throw bottles at the college kids. And so Shaw actually built tunnels so their kids could actually go to and from class without being attacked by the mob of people that didn't want them there. And there was a very interesting story about the university because it was a Confederate soldier who came down and started the Shaw University, and he told his business partners he was going to start a school, but they didn't know it was for black people. So when they found out, wait a minute, this school is for black people, educating them and making them doctors, they were mad because they felt like their money was stolen because they wouldn't have given to a cause like this. So once the institution got up and was thriving, it was a lot of people that was mad that there were students, black students downtown in Raleigh. So Shaw has an interesting story of his own because still to this day, the institution doesn't participate in the growth of the city. It kind of keeps to itself because they're still in that space where, when we first started down here, we had to use these tunnels to go to school. So we wanted to expand what we've been teaching the Shaw students to this opportunity to ripen such that we could get students from all across the country, from across the globe. And so this semester we have students. This past semester, we had Nate participate, the National Alberta Institute of Technology in Canada. You guys in Alberta, you guys are familiar with that? Nate, you're not familiar? Okay, so that is a college in Canada. So this semester, last semester was the first time we had international students. This year we have students in Ghana. We're gonna have students in Memphis. We're gonna have Chicago. We're gonna have Detroit, Mercer, and Champlain College. So that's 6 colleges that we have operating on helping us be a better organization. And we want to thank you guys for choosing this experience. You will come out of this not only having to understand how to solve a real problem, but we will be able to put a great experience in your portfolio, and you will be able to learn real world tools. So that's a little bit about me and what it is that I do. I want to start with Haley, and I want to ask, who are you? Why are you here? What are you studying? And what do you hope to get from this experience?
Hello, my name is Haley. First I want to say what I'm studying. I actually am not studying sales. I'm studying to be a radiologist. Uh, I'm here because well, when I first found out about like next sales gen academy, it kind of like piqued my interest, and I'm like open to like exploring new things, or like coming out of my shell to explore things that I haven't explored. And I did have like I would say I kind of would say connections with sales because I recently literally just graduated out of high school like a few months ago.
Okay, well, that's why you
Um,
look so young. I'm like, she looks like a high school student. Okay, okay.
yeah, but towards me graduating high school, I was actually a part of like this campaign where we raised close to $1,678 for an organization to help the Ronald McDonald House by selling just small things. And I always liked like the idea of selling because it's just like seeing the people's reactions of their faces and
Mhm.
just being able to help people, and then just the sale of it, the sale process. So yeah, that I really just like that.
Okay. And
And
so,
then
what do you know about the sales process? Tell me more about that.
the sales process, one thing I really like really hardly understand would be that it's better to like just understand the relationship rather than the sale, because it's more better getting the relationship out of the person, because if you get a relationship and make like a fun hard connection, even if it's just cracking a joke or just smiling at them, that could literally change their whole day from them buying off of you and them coming back. So,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so that's good. You know, that is about relationships. So that's really good because it is about relationships. It's not about, hey, buy this for me. It's about, and if you establish a relationship, it is basically like a marriage almost. You know what I'm saying? So marketing is almost like getting the ring. How do you get the ring? And so getting the ring is about getting a relationship, celebrating anniversaries. And if you don't put anything out of it, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to have an outcome. So it definitely is about relationships. So I thank you for that. Hafton, tell me who you are and why you're here and what are your career goals and what do you plan on getting out of this?
Thank you very much, Director Tamisha and Hailey. Hi, Jennifer. Uh, my name is Haftom, and currently I'm learning computer science in Harris Truman College, and I work as math peer tutor. I'm just tutoring students. Also, I am vice president for SGA Student Government Association, and of course, my major is computer science. But while I was like a kid, since 10 years old, I had like an experience with sales. But I think it's like more traditional thing. It's just like from back home, and then it just like without technology, you just give people like whatever you have, and then you get the cash. And now like I was like when I see the next gen sales, I was like I must be in here because I have background now also like everything is backing up with AIs, and then but sales it will not die. Every time it will continue. Everything might die, but sales it will not die. So that's why. And then it's good to get the experience from great leaders like who know how to sell things, who can talk about sales, who can like, mentor you. That's why. And then thank you for this great opportunity again.
Oh, no problem, no problem. And you're right, sales won't die. It is the highest paid field over doctors, over lawyers. Why? Because it's usually not a cap to how much you can earn. It's just a cap to how much you can hustle and how much you understanding in that hustle is about, like you said, Haley, building relationships. Because if we build relationships, then we know coming in that the customer, we've got to satisfy their needs. We got to see a need in the marketplace, and then we got to put a solution in front of that marketplace, and then establish relationships where we keep that. And it's not going to die. So if anything else dies out, you're going to need somebody to sell computers, somebody to sell anything it is. You got to put your sales force up front. You have to do that. Jennifer, how are you? Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself. Why are you taking this course and what do you hope to get out of it?
Hello, I'm Jennifer Sosa. I was interested in joining this class because, like he said, I mean, I feel like everything is sales. I have been in retail for like already 4 years, and I have kind of seen like the interaction between like customer and like salesperson, and it's just like so fascinating to see like how like happy or like how satisfied a customer can be after that. I don't know. It makes me happy to see like the customer happy. This is not my major though. I was going more for like fashion, but I feel like if I want to get into fashion, I have to know like the sales part beforehand. You know, I have to get the foundation first, and
Yeah.
then later on, I can like create whatever I want to create and be able to like obviously like engage with customers and see like what they want. And yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we like fashion. Hofton want to make that money. He want to understand what that sales part is. And Haley, she just really genuinely liking. She likes people. She likes relationships. So you guys are gonna have a great team because you got the happy feel good Haley. Hofton's gonna drive sales, and Jennifer wants to learn how she can really use all these tools to sell some clothes in the future. High five on all that.
Period.
Did I sum that up for you?
Yes.
Okay. So, are we supposed to have another team member? Do you guys know where that person is? Hold on, let me see who is that?
It's two people actually. I think it's Elijah and Dennis Gabriel,
Okay.
I think.
Does anybody have their email address so we can send it to them, put it in the chat, let them know where we're here? Let them know.
Yeah, let me look it up.
Okay, okay. You put it in the chat for me. And then because I think I sent out several invitations, so they may have another invitation. Just want to make sure that we don't leave them out.
Yeah, for sure.
And when you get it, just put it in the chat, and can you invite them? Let me see. Let me put the invite information in here, and you could just send it to them. Let's see. Hold on.
Okay, I found one of their
Emails.
yeah.
And I just put it in the chat, just if you could just send it to them so they'll know where we are. Okay, we're gonna move on while Jennifer is doing that. I want to show you guys what we're gonna be doing this semester. I started this saying, okay, I have a bunch of needs for the TMT OTT, and they learn sales through that. But I have some clients right now, and I said, okay, let them work on another project. So I'm gonna flip it on you. Okay, so this is understanding the sales process through the internet. So it used to be that the sales process was I'm selling Kirby vacuums, and people still do this because I just bought AT&T. I'm home in the daytime. I'm doing this with colleges. I'm working part-time. I'm teaching kids in China. So I'm pretty much home. So I got 3 salesmen coming by my house last week. One trying to sell me solar, one's trying to sell me a new roof. But I took the AT&T guy that came with a $500 gift card and a new system. So he gave me an incentive. I switched companies from Comcast to AT&T. Hadn't really switched it over yet. They came and knocked my door to told me the benefits of why I would switch over. Told me that I'll be paying lesser than what I'm paying for Comcast. Gave me a $500 gift card and shipped the equipment out to me. And so I switched over as a customer. So door-to-door sales still works to this day. But I've been in this game for 25 years. When I first started, there was nothing like the internet. Remember, I started in radio. I also worked for Comcast in sales, and I started with telephone. And while I was in college, I would sell people who had cable services, HBO and Cinemax. So I've always kind of been in sales, and I always kind of made pretty good money because I was in sales. When I went to WP Radio, I got it with the sales master, and that was Mr. Huntley Batts, who owned the radio station. He also owned an insurance agency. He would take me to all of his sales meetings. And so in sales, I was like, okay, sales is great, but I really love marketing. Let me go back to marketing. And so he said, well, I can put you into working with the national rep firms to be able to sell, to be able to sell our radio station to national rep firms. So we get the buy from the national rep firms. During that time, there was no social media. We didn't have cell phones like we did now. If you had a cell phone, you had the big block one that was in your car. So you had a big old car, but you can only use it while you're in the car. So I'm like, why would I just buy a phone from a car? Like, I can't take that anywhere. And then the market began to gradually change. And then you had cell phones, but they weren't like computers. Now you got a whole computer in your pocket. You got a rocket in your pocket. And so this is going to teach you how to go from consumer to how to sell on the internet. So I'm going to teach you a platform called High Level. And High Level is where it's a CRM that has everything. Now we're gonna use ClickUp as where I will put your assignment. So today we're gonna go over ClickUp. We're gonna go over High Level, a little bit of High Level, and then I'm gonna tell you, well, I'm gonna go over the clients first and the actual project that you'll be working on. Then I'm gonna go to ClickUp, show you where I'm gonna put your assignments. And then we're going to High Level, so I can teach you a high level overview. But your job this week is to learn your client and to learn your tools. Okay? All right? Hafton, what are you supposed to be learning this week?
Class-wise or like sales-wise, which one?
What I just told you. What are our 3 objectives today? We're gonna look at the client. We're going to look at the system that I'm going to make the assignments, and then you're going to look at the system that you're going to be using to mark the sales journey for your client. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So Haley, what are we going to be learning? It's my check for understanding. I will do this because I'm checking to see if you write notes. That's what I'm really doing. I'm checking to see whether or not you're writing notes. That's what I'm doing. As a good student, you must always understand how to take notes. Now, I could come here with a whole bunch of notes. I'm going to give you notes, but I want to see you take notes. Haley, what are we doing?
Where you are going to be giving us 3 objectives. We are going to be you are going to teach us how to use the system to do our assignments. We are going to learn about our client, and then we are also going to be you are also going to show us how to use the system.
The software high level. Write that down. Software high level. Write it down. So the system that you're going to be learning is high level. High level. High level is a very advanced CRM. It does everything. It costs me $100 a month. Okay. And it does a lot. And you're also going to learn how to map the customer journey. Write that down. 4, customer journey. Hi, Gabe. Okay, Gabe.
I
You missed
apologize
it.
for being.
No problem. No problem. No apologies. Just come early next time. I don't like apologies. I just like to be early on time. Go ahead and tell us who you are, Gabe.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Gabriel Dennis. I'm a first-year electrical engineering major at Wilbur Wright College. I'm also in NESB. That's like the main stuff that I do. I'm the NESB president for Wright's chapter. Again, I really apologize for being late. I'm not the type of person to be late. I fully believe in the early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I hope that we can all make this work this semester.
Okay. And so wait a minute. So am I hearing different colleges? I thought you guys were from the city.
Yeah, so it's like City Colleges is composed of multiple colleges all across, like 8 different colleges.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. So you guys are not even like in the same area.
Probably not. Some of them, I know like Malcolm X is like an hour away from where we're right during some times of the day. With traffic, it's an hour away, but it's like 20 minutes away sometimes. And then
Okay.
other places, it's just all spread out across Chicago.
Okay. So all right. So this project is going to be, so let's get into the project, guys. Let's look at this and let's see. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about who we are and what we do. Okay. Can y'all see my screen? Can y'all see my screen?
I can see it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is all about, and let me see, because I'm in I can't see you guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with this. I can't see you, so I'm just gonna present. Okay, hold on. Let me do that again. Okay, so so the TMT Youth Community Foundation helps. What I do is and I'm still working out what this model is going to look like, but this is the marketing agency that we have, and so what we do is we make advertising affordable for small businesses, and we do that by partnering with colleges and having those small businesses not have to pay for professionals or creators in that market. I'm teaching you guys, and whatever you give them is what they got. Okay, got it? But I guarantee that you're going to give good work because I'm going to show you processes and I'm going to connect you to AI. All right. So the marketing agency basically is about us. This is our table of contents. I'll tell you about us, the marketing, digital, traditional, OTT. These are the different types of marketing that we actually engage with when we are working with our clients. We do general marketing. We do digital marketing. We do traditional marketing. We do OTT. We do events. We do branding, and we do sales. So you guys will learn all of that in this course. Okay. You will understand how to pull together workflow. You will understand how to pull together a market plan. I will give you a market plan for the particular client and the campaign that you're going to work with. You're going to have to understand the target audience. Can someone tell me what is a target audience?
Your target audience, the people who you actually care about, who views your content.
Yep, who use your content, who buy your product. Who are you targeting? Why do we want to define a target audience?
Because it helps you make a profile of your viewers.
Of who, so you want to get to know your customer. You want to know how they think, what they like to do. So you can find them where they go. So you can find them you can understand their habits. So you can have a billboard where they're going so that you can sponsor and be in the cafeteria and be at their sports games and be at their concerts and be where they would go because you want to be able to reach them. We're going to look at marketing goals. We're going to look at content creation, which you will do. You will do content creation, and I will give you tools to be able to do that. You always bait them in with a deal or offer. So that's part of the process is what did you use to attract them to this process? We'll look at the marketing cycle. We'll look at events. We'll look at branding, and we'll look at sales. Okay. So right now we are building our base to be able to have more small businesses so that we can help them get online and be able to create sales. Again, we use the digital. Can someone tell me what digital marketing is? What is digital marketing? What's digital marketing?
Is it like marketing through like social media?
Yep, is marketing through like social media. That's exactly what it is. And so it's like and can somebody tell me an example of some social platforms that you're using?
I feel like Instagram is a big one right now. Instagram,
Yep.
TikTok for sure. TikTok. Maybe Facebook as well, but I feel like it's mostly like on Instagram.
Okay. And what about traditional marketing? Can someone tell me an example of traditional marketing?
Maybe newspapers.
Yep.
Billboards.
Billboards. What else? TV, radio, billboards, direct mail, that kind of stuff. So not only are we going to look at traditional marketing and being social media marketers from the digital side, but what about those traditional marketers where I came from, radio? You know what I'm saying? How do they work? It used to be that there was just a national rep firm. That was it. Companies were not doing their marketing. They gave it to the national rep firm. So what happened was companies, Kmart, General Motors, Black and Decker, they hired marketing firms to be able to do their marketing. They didn't do it themselves. And why did they do that, you think? Hafton, why do you think, you my salesman, why do you think that they did that?
I feel like everything starts with small thing, right?
Everything starts with what?
With small things like so that's why, and then it will be like it will go to, it will spread, to everything. That's why.
The reason that there were three rep firms, Cats Radio, maybe Arbitron. The reason why, I mean, Arbitron was a way to get ratings. What was I'm thinking? Nielsen. The reason that there were only 3 advertising agencies, write it down. Economies of scale. Write that down. Economies of scale. What is economies of scale? When I'm buying in bulk, I'm gonna spend $1 million. I can force the market to take their rate down and get more because they are going to get $1 million from me from one buy. Whereas if they were to sell whatever they got, their widgets piece by piece, they'd be making $9.95. Does that make sense? Economies of scale means that you can force the market into the price you want them to give you because you're spending a lot of money, right? That's called economies of scale. Economy means what? I got it for cheap, right? You want the economy this, you want the economy that. You budget rent a car, economy car. That means that I got it at a discount, right? Economies of scale. You put those two words together. Scale means that you're going to scale it out and you're going to do mass production of it. You're going to scale it. You're going to make it go to many markets. So if corporations given advertising dollars, $1 billion, and all companies are doing this, then the advertising companies have power, don't they? It was only 3 advertising companies. What happened when they released the cell phone? Well, now everybody can become an advertiser. Everybody now has the power because you don't need Hollywood to make a video anymore. You can make one on your phone, right? You don't have $1,000 key grip. So what happened with social media was it broke the economies of scale. In addition to that, now you got cookies, and when you interact with my stuff, I can follow you around the internet with my cookies. That's telling me what the user is going, what the user is buying, what the user is. So now these chips all over the place are telling us exactly what the customer is doing. We didn't have that 20 years ago. And so what does that mean now? That means that I could look at an African-American male, I could look at a Caucasian male, I could look at a Hispanic Latino woman and see exactly what they're doing, pair all that data together and understand how that person moves as a persona. We never had that before. This is amazing as a marketer. What marketing is doing right now, we are just like, the marketing guys have come down and given us social media. Okay. So we didn't have that. If you were buying a billboard, you didn't understand whether or not a person saw it. Now you can put a chip in the billboard. We know how many cell phones pass that billboard in an hour. Wow, right? We can geofence and drop a electronic fence over a building and then drop an ad to people that actually walk into that building. So if you're walking to Home Depot, I can tell you how to buy ceiling fans and lawnmowers to your phone. When you check out at Kmart and you leave your phone number and your whatever to get that discount card, now I know how many times you're shopping Kmart in a month. So I can drop ads on you so you can be a repeat customer. So because data has become part of how customers, they give out their data all the time. They give out their data. Now we can track those people and we can get in front of those people when we want to. And that's what this course is about. Okay, so let's go back to the slide. OTT. What do you think OTT is? Anybody? Anybody watching Netflix? Anybody watching Hulu? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm not really too sure what OTT is.
Oh, it's Netflix, it's Hulu, it's over-the-top television.
Over
It
the
is
top.
over-the-top television. So we also offer this for our customers. As a matter of fact, we have another organization called Too Much TV. We are what the snippets that you guys are producing will go to OTT television eventually. And then we do events. Can someone give me an idea of an event?
Maybe like
You can.
is meeting like a meeting, an event, like a in-person meeting?
Person meeting.
Like when you can give people like a taste of your product through like a mixer or something.
A mixer. Yep. We are
Would-
planning.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Haley.
Would jobs fair count as an event?
Yep. Festivals. Anytime you're bringing people together, it can actually be a webinar. So anytime you're bringing people together and you are pitching to them, it's an event. Okay. So these are the areas of marketing that we operate in. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. Digital marketing. This is a full stack marketer. Y'all feel free to take pictures of this and be able to screenshot it. So a full stack marketer, what do? They create digital media. They do SEO, search engine optimization. Can anybody tell me what search engine optimization is?
Search engine optimize. It's basically where the people get exactly what they're looking for when they use your search engine.
And how
Like
do
it's
they
very
do that?
specific. Through filters.
What kind of filters?
I'm being so broad. I thought I said the necessary filters. Like if I'm searching for what was it called, couches or something, you can filter it by brand, by color, by texture, material, like stuff like that. Through specification is how they
Right.
do it.
And it's called keywords. Write that down. Keywords. So when you're putting in content, there are going to be some things called search engine optimization. Every picture you put in the internet, every article you write, every blog you write is got to be able to correspond to the keyword of that industry. That's how people are going to find you. Okay. Pay per click. Can someone tell me what pay per click is? Have to. You, my sales guy, you know what does that sound like? Pay per click.
Uh,
Are you saying paperclip or pay per clip?
Pay per PER, pay per click. You see that? See this one right here?
Oh, it's like conversion. Does it relate to like your conversion rate? Like people who actually click it, and then they actually have to pay for it every time they use it.
Right? Yep. So if we run Google AdWords and we want to run an ad, every time someone clicks on a Google ad that you place, you got to pay for that. Okay. What about content marketing? What's content marketing? Haley.
Marketing that revolves around social media.
Yep. And who puts the content together?
The business person or the person involved in the content creation.
What type of content do you engage with? Give me examples of content.
Instagram could be one. Facebook marketing could be another.
But the content could be a video, a picture, a blog, a how-to article, 5 top ways to do something, a meme. That's content. So you have to prepare that content so that it can attract, because you want to attract people to what it is you're doing. Okay. Social media marketing. Who wants to take a stab at that?
Well, I feel like a lot of influencers use their like the social media platform to like market other businesses.
Yep. And what about email marketing?
Just keeping up to date with your client list and letting them know of any updates that you have.
And a direct target to your customer. Hey, here you go. This is what's going on. Come on this way. So content creation is consisted of writing, designing, and video. Somebody's got to manage the project. We got to have tools and software, and it's a science. So then we have to look at the numbers and tweak it. So social media, science, this generation process of selling. Are you doing all this in vain? Because you're doing what? You want to do what? You want to sell something, right? So when we actually sit down with our customers, we give them a digital report card. We run their URL through an engine, and it gives us a listing of it gives us a grade on how they're listed, how many reviews they have out there, whether or not they are on social media platforms, whether or not their website is optimized, whether or not they are have e-commerce, whether or not they're advertising, and whether or not they I can't see what the last one is, whether or not they have good SEO. Okay. So when our clients come in, we give them a report card. It costs $200 for them to have that. And then we say, okay, based upon this report, this is what we're going to do for you. Okay. So this is your traditional marketing. Let's look at it. We talked about it before. It's TV and radio, billboards, cold calling, trade shows, newspaper, print ads, direct mail, branding. Someone tell me, what is branding?
Branding is what people think about when they see you, or what people associate you with. Can you go to the slide before so I can get a screenshot really quick?
Yep.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so
The one
marketing
right
is
before.
almost like letting people know that marketing is like, hey, I want to get married. Like, I want to sell something. I'm gonna sell me. I want to get married, right? I want to put myself on the market to get married. All right. So you want to put yourself on the market to buy something. Branding is how you show up to the date. Did you come in high heels or did you come in flip-flops? Did you come looking for a husband, or did you come looking for a good time? Did you come looking with your best foot forward, or did you just look like you rolled out of bed? Branding is the consistency of your brand and how it shows up. Are your colors the same? What does your font look like? Does your font look like, hey, you want to have a good time? Or does your font look serious? Or does it look like it's supposed to be, is it full of all the cursives and all the squiggly lines that makes it look formal and elegant? So branding is, how did you show up for the day? Which is going to be what your logo looks like. What are the colors of your brand? What is your brand yellow that excites and have excitement, or is it green because you want people to think of money when they see it? So your brand is how you show up. Over the top television is everything that you see. It's on desktops, it's on laptops, it's on tablets, it's on smartphones. It consists of Vimeo, Julio, Tubi, Sling, Pluto, Vudu, FX, Netflix, Comedy Central. It is content being carried by computer servers versus satellite. Okay, so that's your OTT. Event marketing are your physical events, virtual events, seminars, meetups, live streams, webinars, conferences, question and answers, VIP treatment, customer celebration, and first access. Okay. All of this is sales. All of it. When you understand how to put this together for a customer based upon whatever problem they're experiencing in their business, that's sales. Your brand, again, is how you show up on the date. It is your logo, how you use that logo. It is your voice, your brand voice. What do you want customers to feel when they come in contact with your brand? We're going to write that down. And so when you're able to do the content, you're going to create content that has the voice of the customer. You're going to look at the colors and what the colors mean and what the colors make you intrinsically think about when you see the brand. And you want to pull from your brand sheet. So you want to make sure that your brand is always on point, and you want to make sure that your brand is always communicating what you want to communicate based upon what you have written down for your brand. The sales process. The sales process is the customer looking for something. They're searching for a solution. They land on your website. They send a general inquiry. And then how are you following up? So they went online and looked for something, because nowadays, back in my day, there was information. If you didn't know who somebody was, or you lost a relative, or you were looking for somebody, you would call the operator. Operator was like, hello. You're like, yeah, I'm looking for April Washington. And the operator said, okay, what city and state is she in? Oh, she's in Pensacola, Florida. And then they would say, okay, I show a number here is ... Have y'all ever used that service? Have y'all ever called the operator? Do y'all even know what that is? Never even heard of that, huh? You do what? You take your what? That's how people are looking for products now. And so when they look for products now, this is the process that they go through. They go through this process, the customer, and then they come through a process where, how do they get the product? Are they going to call you from your website? Are they going to sign up for a newsletter? Are you going to go there and they offer you a deal where you can automatically order? What is the customer journey when you are selling something? Okay, so Gabe, when was the last time you bought something online?
For a birthday gift, I bought these chocolates off of Temu.
You bought chocolates off of Temu. And so what was that experience?
I thought about what I needed to get, and I wanted candy, and I went to the site, and then I searched up the specific brand, and then I bought it.
So you went to Temu looking for the chocolates?
Yep.
And were they good chocolates when you got them?
Yep.
Who'd you buy them for?
My friend, it was her birthday, so
Okay. And did she know they were Temu chocolates?
definitely. Definitely.
Okay. Haley, tell me, what was the last time you bought something offline?
The last time I bought something offline was literally a day ago.
Okay, so what was your experience?
It was kind of like a bit frustrating because I had bought a blanket and I needed to customize the blanket. And it was when I had got the blanket, I put like a specific like a size for the blanket. And when I got it thinking it was gonna be like a big size, it actually wasn't.
Where was it? Where'd you get it from?
Amazon.
Okay, so you got it from Amazon. And so what was the process? You picked up your phone, you did that a day ago. How
Mhm.
many guys are shopping? How many shop online more than you shop in person?
Yeah, I actually order my groceries nowadays.
You order your groceries online?
Yeah, unless it's like I'm in like an unfamiliar spot. It's just easier and it takes less time. And it's like
Okay,
cheaper if you have premium too. So
okay, so you got premium. Where are you ordering these groceries from?
usually DoorDash can do it pretty easily, but then like if it's not listed, like if the specific brand of the item isn't listed on DoorDash, then I go in person.
Okay, so it's pretty much an economy where we're buying things offline, right? Half them. When was the last time you bought something online?
It was eyeglass for for my eyes, and I checked the rates. Of course, it's like the cost also based on the cost, the value, and then I googled about whether that's the perfect fit for me or not.
Okay, and how long ago was this?
It's been 2 weeks ago.
Okay, Jennifer, your experience online?
I think it was actually like 2-3 days ago. Um, it was through the TikTok shop. That's so embarrassing. I don't usually buy through the TikTok shop, but this time like I had to because I had found like
Got you.
it was like
Okay,
a dupe from like a super expensive like workout set, and that's when I was like, I think I have to have it.
have to have it. So you were just on TikTok, and all of a sudden they showed you something you had to have. Because did you go there thinking that you were gonna buy it?
Well, I've been thinking about it because okay, so there's this brand that's like super like I feel like it's really expensive. Like it's like $50, like let's say like a top, and then TikTok has like this dupe of it that is sold out on the app. And I just liked it, and I was like, let me give it a try, and I did.
Okay. Okay. And were you thinking that you were about to buy?
Yeah, I had been thinking about it.
Okay. But you when you went on that particular day, you were like, okay, I'm gonna get it. You went to go get it, or did you it came down your feet again?
No, I think I went to search it up because I have
Okay.
before.
That you'd already seen it before. Okay, so that is what we're doing nowadays. We are buying because we're going into these social spaces. We're seeing that it's easier. We're seeing it's convenient. We're seeing that, hey, I can just pick up my phone, get whatever I want. So this is the new sales piece. This is new sales. Like this is how this works. And like we said, we have to have software. We have to be able to understand the customer journey. And we have to be able to say, okay, what is the customer looking for? Put ourselves in their shoes and say, how do they access us? Okay. So we're going to learn how to do that this semester. There's a workflow behind this. The workflow is that you understand your target audience. You put together goals and objectives for your business. You look at what your competitors are doing. Then you create content and then you measure. Y'all take a picture of this because it's what you're going to be doing for your clients. Okay. A marketing plan lays out exactly what you're going to do to get these customers. And you do that by first analyzing the market, seeing how many people are using this service, how many billions of people are using this service, what are they paying for this service, how are you going to position yourself as far as pricing, distribution, where can they find you, how are you going to communicate with these people that's buying this product, what is your pricing strategy, and and what kind of products are you going to serve. Then you've got to come in and do your target audience. Who am I? How will you solve my problem? So that's what the target audience is all about. Who is this audience? Geographically, what city do they live in? What region of the state are they in? What climate conditions are they in? What communities are they in? What country are they in? Are they in rural or suburban or urban areas? Demographic, what age are they? What gender are they? What race are they? What is their language? What is their income? What is their education? What is their occupation? Psychographics, how are they thinking? Are they thinking in terms of budget, values and benefits, pain points, attitudes, social and cultural norms. And then you have to have the behavior segments. How do they behave? What are their hobbies? What are their habits? What are their purchasing styles? What type of cars do they buy? What type of salon services do they have? What type of self-maintenance are they doing? What type of social media practices do they have? What kind of tech device usage do they have? What kind of media consumption do they have? So you want to get to know your customer. Once you get to know your customer through surveys and seeing their habits and analytics, then you know how to reach them. So KPIs, write this down, means key performance indicators. KPIs are the marketing goals and objectives. When you have a goal, how do you prepare for a goal?
Creating a plan.
Creating a plan, and that plan should be SMART. Write this down. This plan should be specific. It should state what you'll do. Use action words. It should be measurable. Provide a way to evaluate and use metrics and or data targets. How are you going to measure? I want 100 people to hit this landing page in a month. Okay. Achievable. Within your scope. If you don't have any people on your website, or you just built a landing page, can you expect that you're going to attract 1 million viewers without spending any money? And no organic approach? Without creating content? So your goal must be achievable. It must be relevant. It must make sense within your job function. And it must improve the business in some way. It's got to be relevant. You want to make a relevant goal. If I'm building a website, am I going to say my goal is to sell 5,000 bikes? And the website is not about bikes? It's not relevant. And time bound. Give yourself within so many days to get this done. So many days. If I tell you I want you guys to do something within a year's time, but this class is only for a semester, is that going to make sense? No. You're going to be looking like, how she expect us to do something and we only in class for the next 6 or 3 months, and she wants us to do something that takes a year time out? That is not even reasonable. The time doesn't match up. So when you are making a goal, it must be a SMART goal. It's got to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Write that down. Okay. Customer journey. So the customer journey is all about attracting people to you and then bringing them down this funnel where you raise awareness about what you're doing. They evaluate what whether or not they want it. Like Haley had to evaluate whether or not she wanted this knockoff top. She evaluated for some time, and then she made a decision. She was converted.
Knockoff top is crazy.
We use the word dupe
so
these
crazy.
days.
You know, so they converted her because they made it look so good on the TikTok shop. She had to order it.
Oh, I think that was me.
Oh, Jennifer. Okay, I'm sorry. It was Jennifer, not Haley. Okay,
Oh.
sorry, Haley. It was Jennifer. And so then they retention. Haley, have you gotten the top yet? I mean, Jennifer, have you gotten the top yet?
I have actually, and I did not get like the original one. Like the one that I first wanted to get was the original one, but on the website they're like all sold out. So then I was like, okay, how am I gonna get it now? And then I found it on the TikTok shop, and I did get it.
Do you like it?
I feel like it could be better, but I mean, for the price, what can I ask for? You know?
Okay. Or would you order again? Retention? Or are you going?
I'd have to think about that one. I think I have to work on it first, like work out in it first to actually see how I feel.
Okay. Okay. So depending on the quality, they've retained her or not retained her.
Yeah.
So that's what this is about. It's about attracting. And in the track stage, you're going to do how-to tips, ideas, strategies, ebooks. You're going to do social updates. You're going to do contests. You're going to do infographics. You're going to do press releases. You're going to do quizzes. You're going to do cold emails. You're going to do podcasts. because you are attracting people to you. In the engagement process, you're going to do benchmark reports. You're going to do competitive guides. You're going to do buying guides, free tools, webinars, case studies, testimonials, review pages, newsletters, explainer videos, and alternatives. In the conversion space, you're going to do spec sheets, pitch decks, case studies, product page, pricing page, and comparison tools. Because on the conversion stage, you want to buy. So where is that link for me to buy? And retention, you're going to do help articles, you're going to do analysis, and you can also do discounts, seasonal discounts for your deal and your offer. Okay. So your deals and your offers, what's going to bring them in? Okay. We're about to go through holiday season. Holiday season, everybody's going to have their, what is it? Black Friday sale, right? They're going to have that offer. We're going to sell 10 TVs at Walmart for $100. After that first 10 TVs gone, oh, well, it's the regular price, right? What are you going to do to get people to come out to buy your product? And you can do pre-launch offers. You can do seasonal holiday deals. You can do cart abandonment offers. You can do customer loyalty and membership offers. You can do in-person coupons. You can do online purchase incentives. You can do minimum purchase discounts. You can do email newsletter and subscription offers. You can do first-time buyer deals, weekly and monthly discounts, social media exclusives, exit page pop-up offers, customer milestone deals, event attendance offers, and influence incentives. And then it becomes a wheel. You do it all over again. Okay. So then you start with the market research, you do product development, you go into the promotion, understand the sales, you distribute it across the internet or through traditional marketing, you do customer feedback to see whether or not the customers like it, you analyze your sales, you make adjustments, and you start all over again. This is the marketing promotion sales cycle. Anybody have any questions on that?
Can I take a picture of that real quick again?
I just made y'all take notes. I'm gonna put all this in ClickUp.
Oh, okay.
Put it all in. I'll put it all in ClickUp. This is my sales pitch to my customers to let them know, hey, this is what you're gonna get. Now I'm gonna give this to you, and you're gonna help them get this. Okay, and you're gonna learn these tools. So I don't have to do all this work. Okay, so that is the process. Any questions on that? Okay, Haley, can you tell me what is a customer journey?
A customer journey is kind of like can I use an example?
Yeah, use an example.
Okay, like for the reproduction of life, it's like a system that goes in a circle, and then there's like the basics of it, how they start, and then like they're like how they start in like an egg, and then they move into like the baby, and then they move into like the adulthood. Customer journey is the starting of it, and then the starting of it, and then it goes to like where they get to know the product, and then they get to know like they're really into it, and then the finalization of it.
Right. And it comes from what? What is it? What is this process being driven? What's driving this process?
A need for something?
A need for something on the customer side. And on the sales side, what are we doing to make them come down that funnel?
Letting them know we're out here to
And how are we
satisfy that need
and how are we letting them know we're out here?
through marketing
And that marketing is done through content.
content.
Okay. Content is king. It's how you're going to get your customer down the funnel. Okay. So I'm going to pair you guys up with some people. These are older people. They know nothing about the internet. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm going to save that for the Charlotte students. I'm going to pair you up with two community educators. So let's look at that. This is the process. Let's look at the customers. Let's look at this. Let's look at ClickUp. Let's look at ClickUp first. Okay. So this is your ClickUp. Everybody put their information in the chat, and I'm going to invite you to ClickUp, and I want you guys to go ahead and get on the system while we're here. Okay. So everybody put their email address in the Zoom.
Our
What's
school
ClickUp?
What'd you say?
Our school email.
Yeah, your school email. Or Yeah, your school email.
What's ClickUp?
It's going to be the system that actually manages your work. So this
Oh,
is
it's our CRM.
it's a CRM. Well, it's not a CRM. The high level is a CRM. It's a management software. It's like a project management software.
Okay.
Okay. And so you're going to put all your work in here. And I'm going to send you the.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So for Ripen, would we just be using Ripen to like contact you and to make meetings and stuff, and then we
Yep.
would use ClickUp to actually do our work?
Yep.
Okay.
Because
Thank
I
you.
can't, man. I don't know what, right? I don't know what they think. There's no way that I can manage y'all inside of their software system. It's not possible. Okay. Let's see. No, no, that's Jay Sosa. I think I just did that wrong. Hold on. Okay. And let's see. And now amongst you, while I get this in, you're going to need a project manager for this. So amongst you guys, who wants to lead the project? Y'all can kind of discuss it with each other. The project manager will make sure that the project gets done. Now, you guys don't have to meet with me every week, but I'm going to meet with you until you understand every week until you feel like you can do this and you understand the project yourself. Then after that, the project manager will meet with me each week to update me on the team. So kind of discuss who wants to be the project manager, and you guys probably want to meet virtually outside of the project so that you understand how each one of you are doing this project. But I need to be able from you to see who would like to lead the project and make sure that the project actually gets done. Anybody want to volunteer?
I'm fine on doing it, if you guys are okay with it. Hello?
Hello
Yes.
here?
If you are okay, all right. You have my, my voice.
He's giving you his
Thank
blessing.
you. Jennifer Haley.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you.
All right.
If you guys want to, like, feel free to. I'm fine.
Okay, so hold on. Let's just do this again. Okay, let's do this again. Hold on. Copy.
You guys did introductions before getting right into stuff?
Say again.
You guys did introductions before getting right into the slides, because I know that I did come like.
Yeah, we did introductions. I will post this to YouTube. So that you guys can see it each week, so you can go back through it in case you need to say, okay, what did she say about this, or what did she say about that? It will be on YouTube on our TMT Youth Community Foundation page. And then your assignment this week is also to start. How many of you guys have LinkedIn accounts?
I think all of us, yeah.
Okay, so you have to reach out. You have to identify yourself as an intern with the TMT Youth Community Foundation. So that's going to also be an assignment this week. Okay, and let me know who's gotten their invitations.
Invitations for on our email?
I
For
got
click-
it.
Yeah.
I just have to register.
Okay.
Oh, the instructions for doing that were in the email from before. For registering as an intern under the TMT.
So I'm gonna put all of your assignments in in the City College Chicago ClickUp page. So all of your assignments will be here. So like your LinkedIn assignment will be here this week, and I'll put the client information inside of City College Chicago, as well as the presentation that we just did. And so your assignment this week will be LinkedIn, but it also you will map the customer journey. I'm gonna give you assets for the customers, and I'm gonna now explain to you the this campaign. So did everybody get their ClickUp link?
Yeah, so yeah, I got the ClickUp link.
Okay, Hafton, did you get the ClickUp link?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
Haley, you're welcome. Haley, did you get the ClickUp link?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Jennifer, did you get the ClickUp link? Okay. So the ClickUp is going to be where you guys, again, where you manage the project manager. So when you guys are doing work, you will put the work in here. I will also sometimes I like to put roles in here. So I will also do roles, because we'll have like a videographer, we'll have like an editor, we'll have like that kind of stuff. So that you're able to know who's responsible for what. So like the editor will be the one editing. We'll be probably having someone making memes. You'll be having people make that content. And so I'll do roles based upon what I see. I'll do 4 roles for the project, and I'll put them in there. And I want you to apply for the role so that you understand exactly what your goal is, and you understand what the deliverable is, and what part you're playing on this team. So I'll put that in there this week as well. So now that you are connected to ClickUp and you know where to place your assignments, so they're not going to come to me email, they're not going to do anything. You're going to use ClickUp exclusively to put your assignments in there. Okay, so now you're connected to that. Let's look at the client and high level, this system. I'm going to also put you guys in high level, because you're going to need high level to be able to work the project. Okay, so has anybody ever heard of high level?
I haven't.
Okay,
No.
so I will put a video in here so you can also know what high level does. This is a very robust system for sales. Can you guys see my screen?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So let me share the screen. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna make you guys are gonna have to learn how to do high level, and I'm gonna put again a video in so you can see what high level does, and you guys will also you will use this system to be able to create the customer journey. Okay. Okay, so this is copy. Okay. Uh Sosa, would that be Haftum? No, who's Sosa? Whose last name is Sosa?
Oh, that's me.
Okay, so Jennifer. Okay. Jennifer. Jennifer, what's your last name?
Sosa. Sosa.
Okay. All right. So I just sent you a high level invitation. Let me know if you got it. Okay, the next person I'm gonna put in the system is Hamha. Who's Hamha?
It's me.
Okay. Hold on.
Haftum Amma.
Okay, hold on, Haftum. Okay, Haftum. Haftum, spell your name is Haftom.
That's correct.
And how you spell your last name, Haftum?
The last name is like AMHA.
AMHA.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, so I am sending you that information. And when you sign up for the role, for your role, I want you to use your personal email address. Okay. So you're going to give me a school email address for this, but when you sign into the role position where it's asking you to apply for the role, I want you to use your personal email address, and I want to see your work history, because this is not just about getting what I need and the customer needs. Now, when you have this job description, you change your resume for what it is that you did for this internship, and you put that job description as what you did here in the TMT Youth Community Foundation. Does that make sense? Okay, because you're building your resume, you're building your skills, and then you're going to build your portfolio. Because what you're going to build, then you're going to be able to say, hey, this is what I did for this internship. Okay. Copy. Okay. Who Half did you get your invitation?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the next user that I'm adding is H Montalvo. Who is that?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, is that Haley?
Yes.
Hey, Haley, and Haley is your last name, Montalvo?
Yes.
Okay. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm sending you your invitation for high level. And I'm not going to go through high level because at some point I want to say, hey, now they know the customer journey. Now I want to see independently. You go in, I'm going to put a video in for high level and click up so that you understand how to watch it. And then I'm going to put the client in. And then I want you to map the customer journey and start making content. Hold on one second. I got one more person. Gabe.
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Okay. That was like the wasn't that one of the angels?
Yeah.
What did the angel do?
That's a great question.
You gotta
He
know that.
was
That's your name.
he was a great angel, actually. Maybe one of the best angels.
Wow. Okay.
But no, I don't know too much about what the angel
I will
did. I just
answer
know
it.
there's an angel.
Uh,
Huh?
Have to
I can
know.
answer it. Yeah, it's like Saint Gabriel is like miracle angel, right?
Made up angel?
Miracle.
Mid-arc.
Miracle.
Oh, you even know what type of angel it is. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking. And so what did mid-arcal angels do?
It's like the one who told Saint Mary that he will give birth to Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Okay. He gave birth to Jesus Christ. Oh, see? Oh, Lord Gabriel. Okay. Okay, Gabriel, you should get that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now you understand customer, you understand the idea of what we do. Y'all, can y'all say y'all understand that? Yeah? No? Yeah? Gabriel, what do we do?
What does TMT do?
What does TMT do?
Oh yeah, they make advertising affordable for small businesses.
Okay. And Jennifer, how do we do that? What areas of marketing do we serve in doing that?
Is it through like television?
Television, traditional. What else?
Social media?
No, digital. Yes. What else?
I'm not too sure about the other one.
OTT
Oh, okay, OTT.
and events.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so those are the four. So when clients come to me, I'm going to give them one of those areas of the solutions. If they don't have a budget, then they get y'all. If they don't have a budget, they get the students and you help build the students and you will be working with those people. Okay. So if they don't have a budget, they get y'all. If they have a budget, they get a team of creatives that I'll be working with as well, who are creatives in that market. We pay the creatives. Sometimes we pay the interns if they're local and they really help us out, like they're creatives, and and people are happy with their work. But while you guys are developing, they don't have a budget, they get the students, and y'all learn, and they get a low cost event. They get a low cost digital media marketing campaign. They get a low cost traditional campaign. They get a low cost, and I mean low cost, I mean just they're paying for the tools. They're not even paying for me. Okay, so Halfton, can you tell me about the sales journey?
I think sales journey is like the journey that you make to your customers to attract them towards you, like by doing like everything that's possibility. Like it could be through branding, it could be through like everything which can be like can have like a communication between you and between them, like, and then be specific, targeting them, like what do they need, what's their problem, so that you can solve their problem.
That's right. Okay. All right. Haley, what's your takeaway from what you saw today with the process?
Wait,
What did you
okay,
learn
sorry.
you didn't know before?
In general,
What did you learn that you didn't know before?
I learned about the OTT. I didn't know like the abbreviation for it, and you kind of explained what the OTT meant. But I also learned about the workflow, the market plan, deals and offers, and also the marketing cycle in general.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to put this into fruition, and we're going to do it with high level. So high level is a software. Let's look at it. Hold on. See, can y'all see my screen? Y'all can't see my screen.
No.
Okay. So you just got connected to high level. Okay. This is your high level. This is the place where we're going to make all of this come true. Okay. So you should get the TMT Youth Community Foundation. It has a dashboard. So we've connected ourselves to our platforms. We've got a dashboard that tells us what's going on as far as opportunities that we've created, conversion pipelines. It's going to tell us what's happening to the things that we have created. Okay. I haven't really created anything in here. It gives us the people that have come through the TMT Youth Community Foundation. Everybody that emails me to my TMT Youth Community Foundation, they come through every conversation I have on the internet. Everything comes through the system. I have a calendar that tells me what's going on as far as what my meetings are. I have the contacts of everybody who connects and comes to me, calls me. It's a CRM. So everybody is going through here. First thing we're going to do is y'all going to clean the CRM. Opportunities. We put opportunities here so that we can move opportunities and show exactly what opportunities exist. And then here are the payments, how much money I'm receiving when I am billing my customers. Okay. The system also does marketing. It does, it plans social media. It does emails. It tells you how many delivered. It has snippet emails so that if I wanted to use predefined language, I can come here and get snippets. I can actually put a countdown on a web page so that I can tell customers, hey, you only got 5 days to get this deal or offer. I can put in trigger links where if once a customer clicks onto something, it can trigger emails, or it can trigger other actions such that other things happen once they click that button. I can set up affiliates to be able to sell my product or services online. I can set up brand boards to be able to make sure that my branding is consistent. And I can also set up ads so that I do ads with several services, and I actually keep my ads here. Okay. Automations. I can automatically send customers to emails when they call, or when they sign a newsletter, or when they purchase something, or I can do a drip campaign and send out an email at a certain time, or a newsletter. With this system, I can do websites, I can do funnels, I can do webinars, I can do blogs, I can connect to WordPress, I can do forms, I can do surveys, I can do quizzes, I can do a chat widget, I can do a QR code. I can do all of this inside of High Level. I can create memberships in my community and sell courses online. You're going to do all of this, okay? It's a place where I can store my media. It's a place where I can ask people to fill out surveys. It is a place where I can receive reporting for everything that's going down. And then I can put apps in here from different organizations, such that I make automation easy, such that I connect other systems to my High Level. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at a campaign called Community Educators. So I went to websites, Community Educators. I'm going to pull up this page. Then I'm going to view this page. Community Educators is a public education. As public education continues to face budget cuts, more families are seeking alternative pathways to learning. Micro schools, learning pods, and community-based classrooms are rising, but who will lead them? You will. And we're talking to the professional. The Community Educators Program, powered by the TMT Youth Community Foundation, supports community leaders, creatives, and cultural educators in turning their lived experience and intellectual property into transformative online courses. For over 20 years, the TMT Youth Community Foundation has supported Black youth and families through transformative programs in technology, media, education, and and cultural empowerment. The Community Educators Program continues this mission by equipping everyday leaders to create extraordinary learning spaces. So let's look at the video.
If they won't fund our schools, we'll build our own. Public education is under attack. Budgets are being slashed. Vouchers are funneling money away from our classrooms. In North Carolina, Governor Cooper has declared a state of emergency for public education. But from the ashes of a broken system, something new is rising: community-led education. Across the country, micro schools and learning pods are replacing outdated models, and they need culturally rooted, real-world curriculum created by people like you. This free live info session introduces the Community Educators Program, a 3-month cohort for creatives, cultural leaders, and professionals ready to transform their lived experience and intellectual property into powerful, sellable online curriculum for the future of education. In this 45-minute session, you'll learn why now is the moment to enter the booming micro school market, how to turn your story, skills, or cultural wisdom into curriculum, even if you've never taught before, the full breakdown of the Community Educators cohort experience, how we sell your curriculum to micro schools, you don't have to teach it, how to join the movement and get paid for your knowledge.
Micro schools foster close-knit communities, allowing for meaningful relationships between teachers and students. This setup encourages collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. Parents love the flexibility and focus on holistic development, while students thrive in a supportive atmosphere. As the education landscape evolves, micro schools led by seasoned professionals are paving the way for a brighter, more personalized future in learning. Isn't it time to rethink how education is delivered?
Public education in North Carolina is being defunded at historic levels. Voucher programs are draining public dollars. Classrooms are overcrowded. Teachers are underpaid. The system is collapsing under political pressure, and it's our kids who suffer most. But from this crisis comes opportunity. Families are creating micro schools. Parents are forming pods. Communities are demanding more relevant, affirming education. This is our time to shape the next generation of learning, centered in our values, our cultures, and our collective vision. The Community Educators Program is more than a course building cohort. It is a movement to reclaim education as a community practice, where power is shared, knowledge is honored, and teachers come from every walk of life. Community Educators Program, they can actually come here and get connected to the email. Why now? In 2023, Governor Cooper issued a state of emergency in public education, warning that lawmakers are defunding our schools and dismantling the very system meant to serve our children. As funding is slashed and vouchers redirect public money to private schools, traditional education is unraveling, leaving communities to fend for themselves. The future of learning won't be built in institutions. It will be built in the kitchens, studios, barbershops, and churches by us. The TMT Youth Community Foundation. We develop online courses. We have a monthly cohort. We have a curriculum design tool. We have ownership and income strategy. We have a supportive educator network. We developed online courses. I work with the community educators. We're going to launch this program into we're going to condense it down to a 3-month program, because I'm going to have students to help me with the community educators. We're going to have curriculum design tools, which the system of high level gives us that. We have ownership and income strategy, where they will actually own their curriculum and they can license it to us. And then we have a supportive educator network, where they be working with other educators who have been a part of this program. So we are going to do this cohort and launch it for next year, but you are going to put together the customer journey to find the professionals that will go through a 3-month course. They would give us their intellectual property for us to convert it into a course. Who is this for? It is for this is our target audience. It is for cultural educators and creatives. It is for nonprofit leaders and community organizers. It is for coaches, healers, and professionals who specialize with specialized knowledge. It is for industry professionals. It is for parents, mentors, and elders with wisdom to pass on. It is anyone ready to build something bold and liberating outside of the traditional school system. She says public education is being defunded in real time. I couldn't just sit on the sidelines. This program gave me the tools to turn my knowledge into something schools can actually use. This is the pricing: $125 for 3 months in the cohort. And after they finish, they will continue to pay us $125 a month for the tools that they will be using through our system. Okay. Frequently asked questions. So you can actually go through this website to see exactly what this looks like as far as, does everybody understand what the Community Educators Program is? Jennifer, what was your understanding of it?
So basically, since like the education system is like crashing, they want to build like I guess something where they like a platform where they can teach students. But yeah, with like, I guess since it's a nonprofit, it'll be free.
No, it won't be free. It's gonna be cheaper than what, because we still gotta pay people. But it will be serving a purpose, but it's going to not be as expensive, and it will be a solution. We actually have a client right now that we're building this for. So we actually are building, and I'll show you the client that we're building it for. Hold on one second.
Okay. So the platform is for educators, right?
Yeah, it's an education platform that we're developing ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, can I speak for a second?
Go ahead.
First off, I think that's that's like a great idea, like to like take that approach with education. I think it's a great idea. My questions though is, you said that the community service program is supposed to find professionals who will go through a 3-month course. Like, the professionals go through a 3-month course, or are they making the 3-month course?
Right. They just like you guys are sitting here with me, they'll be
Yes,
sitting here with me.
they're
I'm
going to
gonna
be sitting with you.
right. So right now I have 2 in beta test, but they're going through the program as individuals. And so I can take up to probably about 12 professionals. And so not only are you going to do a customer journey for the community educators, but also for the 2 people that's currently in the course. Does that
Okay,
make sense?
so Yeah, so the professionals help with the development of the course.
Yep.
Yes, okay.
And I'm selling it to them as like a retirement stream of income because the generation behind me, yeah. So they get
Yeah,
residuals. As we sell the course, they're gonna get residuals for the course. Okay, got it? All right. So let me show you. So I have another client right now. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I have another client right now. She is a organizer. She's been around for like 40, 50 years organizing, like 40 years, 30, 40 years organizing. And so when you hear the dock workers shut down in California, that's her work. So she's been organizing. I mean, I'm talking about organizing. She never stopped organizing after they shot King and Malcolm X and H. I mean, they introduced me to H. Rap Brown. I didn't even know who he was. I mean, I turned 50 this year, so they're like 15 years older than me. So I heard of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, but I never heard of H. Rap Brown. I have an interview with him. He's currently in jail. He was one of the freedom fighters. So these are the people that she hangs with. Like these are her peoples. She's Muslim, and then she hangs out at the UN, that kind of stuff. So she actually bought this house and she's turning it into the first place where we'd actually have this because my vision is to be able to put this in a 4-story building and then scale it to other communities. But we're working with her with this particular project, and she has a project called Communiversity. So she turned this house into a space that is a learning center for the community. So we will be teaching our stuff there. I've actually taught in charter schools. I've taught in after school programs. So the curriculum, because it's online, can pretty much go anywhere. But we have a spring open house for this particular space next fall. So me and the summer intern completed this work this past summer. So the curriculum that we're building can be utilized in her house, in her space. And we already have people in Edgecombe County wanting to do another community there before we even finish building this one. So we already have demand on being able to carry this curriculum to other places. So currently right now the curriculums that I teach are the media literacy committee, where I make videos and for organizations. And we have just gotten, and you will like this one, Gabe, robotics competition. We were working with First until they stole our robot. And now we're actually building our own after school robotics competition team here in North Carolina so that we bring robotics with us. So the Community Educators Program is us finding other professionals that would like to contribute to this movement. Okay. Are there any questions on this? So Haftam, what's your takeaway from this? What do you understand the Community Educators Program to be? Is Haftam still here? Okay, there he is.
Yes. So it's just like they are saying, like even though we are like struggling, but in struggle there are opportunities. It's like creating for us an opportunities, and then just for kids who are like racially, I think black kids, they are like having these struggles, and then they are seeing it as more opportunities.
Opportunities. Educators are going to see opportunities to be able to make residual income. They're going to see opportunity to be able to take their professional knowledge and spin it into a course. And so what is the customer journey? Where can we find these professionals? What research do we need to do? Let's first look at the industry of micro schools. So that's the first thing that you guys are going to do this week. You're going to do your LinkedIn profile, and then you're going to go in and dive deep into the micro school movement so that you identify the pain points of this movement. Where are these communities being left behind? Where is the largest education gap? Why is there a need for community educators and what is the state of education? What do we predict it to be 10 years from now? Okay, so you want to identify the industry of education. You want to identify the pain points of education. We started this conversation. I told y'all I was a part of the prison to school pipeline. So North Carolina has a big push out. Students with disabilities are not getting, their needs are not getting addressed. They're pushing out African American males, and they're handing out drugs like candy. And if you really get into the deep dive of it, here recently, there was a movement for homosexuality stories coming into the schools where the kids had to take that whole initiative where they were talking about that critical race theory was actually the Department of Education identifying kids that wanted to, that identified kids that kind of identified as different, and they pushed those parents into making those kids have gender blocking drugs. Like, so when you start to do the research, it's gonna go deep as to what was being done in the school system. And let's not forget about the social services, just locking parents out taking their kids. So when you start to dive deep into that, why we need micro schools, you got to do that in the research. Then what you got to do is you got to get into the mind of the professionals. What type of professionals do we want? We want people that can provide a curriculum. We want scientists. We want doctors. We want physicians. We want those professional fields where we can actually sit with that professor or that professional for 3 months, 2 hours a week, and be able to help them craft out some curriculum. So I want you to identify who is the person psychographically, demographically, go back through the slides, and then be able to give me a case of what the pain points of, what's the industry, the pain points, and who should be our customer. Okay.
I think that everything that you listed was honestly it seems great. Like naturally, right? There's been a lot of research put into this already, but I was wondering, do you think that it would be, even though that we already have a lot to look at, do you think that something to consider would be what type of industries would actually benefit like most from what's it called, a program like this? Because I
Yeah.
know that some industries, like you definitely need to be a bit more seasoned before you can actually contribute to the work. But then
Okay.
there's others that are, a little bit easier to get accustomed to.
Put that in the parameters. So when you do the attraction, you say, hey, we wanted more seasoned professionals, so we put a stipulation on it. You had to be in your discipline for 10 years.
I meant, well, yeah, that, but I was also thinking like the job that the people would be trying to do, like specifically, you know what I mean? Like how much experience with it before you're actually like useful to a team and stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. What do you mean? How many years are you useful for? Well, remember that the end goal for this is for the professional to create a curriculum. So,
Yes, yeah,
okay. So you're
yeah.
saying that they got to be in their discipline for maybe 10 years or 5 years before they contribute or go through the program?
Well, not necessarily. I was speaking about it more from like think of it like I guess like an industry standard, you know what I mean? Like what type of person with these type of skills and like the amount of time it takes to develop these type of skills before
Okay.
you
Well,
can
then
say
go.
that you really know it.
Well, let's look at why don't you do it from a place of we're gonna target these industries, and we're gonna target these industries with this particular skill sets, and let's put a parameter of what industries you're gonna target and what skill sets you're looking for. Let me call you back. I'm in class right now.
All right.
All
You're
right.
gonna be at 2:15, right?
I'll be there at 2:15. Yes.
All right. Check.
Okay.
Make sure you get the afternoon link.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye bye. Okay. So yes. Gabe, any other questions? Okay. Jennifer, did we talk to you? No. Okay, so that is the program, the Communiversity Open House. Then I've got 2 clients that I'm currently working with. So I want you guys to I want you to start there. And then what I'll do next week is I'll introduce the 2 clients that we have. But I want you guys to come back with your LinkedIn profiles already connected to the TMT Youth Community Foundation. Because what you're going to do as you build this is you're going to leave messages for me on LinkedIn that's telling me what you're doing. Tamisha, this week I'm supposed to do this. And this is what I did. So I want to see that before you even come into class. Okay. So you're going to go into, and you don't have to have it yourself. You can just do a message. I'm working with the team. However you want. I want to see some content that says, this is what I was supposed to do. And this is what I did. Some type of content. And that content has got to be different from the content you left last week. Okay. So every time I want a different type of content. Does it make sense? Okay. So your assignment this week is to do your LinkedIn, to dive deep into into who you're gonna go after, and each one of you can go after a different type of professional. Okay, so let's do it like that. Each one of you guys go after a different type of professional. You describe your pain point of that professional. And then you give me a case study of why this program will be good. You define him psychographically. You just define him demographically, psychographically. Define his pain points. Go back to the slide and pull together a persona based upon the slide and filling all of those details that we went over earlier. Does that make sense? Okay. And then you're going to do research. I want everybody to come back and bring me some research about micro school movement. And I'm going to put the roles in. And then next week, we're going to build on that. And then next week, I'm going to introduce you to the clients that you're going to be working with as well. So we've got 2 clients and we've got the overview project, but we now have 2 clients right now in beta test. And we'll look at what they are doing for their work. Okay. Are there any questions?
Yes. So that means Ripen is for our just reporting, and we are going to do everything through the clickable, but Ripen is just for reporting. That means.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I put your yeah, I've got your final project in Ripen. So there is a final survey project in Ripen, but I want you to put your homework and all work inside of ClickUp. And then I want you to engage in social media for LinkedIn.
Oh, perfect. So where can we get like on the clickable link, where can we get the assignments?
And ClickUp.
It will pop up through like when we like click on
I
that.
think
Like,
so. Let's see. Let me see. It should pop up. Hold on. Let's put something in there. Let's say, okay. Can y'all see the click off? Okay. So when I hit share and I share with,
Oh, you're not screen sharing.
okay, I'm not screen sharing. Okay, hold on. Okay. So have them. See if it's already in there. See when you come to you should already, I think you already shared to it. Private link. Invite. Do you see this folder already? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see this assignment?
yes.
Yeah, I can see. We can see the screen.
Okay, so see if it popped up. Did it pop up? Did it pop up? See it click up. See it click up. Send you a notification. Did y'all see it?
What are we looking for?
LinkedIn is supposed to send you LinkedIn is supposed to send you a notification. I mean, click up. Did it send you a notification?
Click up on our school emails or whichever one you said.
Yeah, I think you use your school emails for that.
I got the ClickUp link to like go into it.
Okay. Well,
but it's-
just check ClickUp. I will put it in there tonight, and your assignment will be there in the morning. So can we do it like that?
Or can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen. Okay, try to share your screen now.
Yeah, I think I just got it. Yeah, I just got it.
You just got it? Okay, so you just okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so go to inbox. I'm sorry, go to task. Go to task.
My task.
Assign to me. Uh do more. Okay. Go to this workspace. Click down on that where it says your name. Click down. It should say go to TMT Workforce. Switch workspaces to TMT Workforce. Okay. So now what you want to do is go to where it says City College at the bottom. And then come to where it says, okay. Come up to where it says City College at the top, the lines to the middle of the page, like right up there where workforce is located. City College up here at the top, up under the search menu, and click on, click up, go over to the next set of lines. Now to where it says, click there. Okay, hold on, let's see. X out of that. Okay, go to where it says inbox. Click on your inbox. There it is. Now click here. Okay. And so this is where you're going to find your assignments. So link to the TMT, I just put that in there. So this is where you're going to find it. So go to, so as I assign them, you just go to your inbox because you already had ClickUp. And so once I assign it to you, it went to your inbox. Go ahead and click on kickoff at the top. Where it says kickoff up here at the top. Click that. And so that's where your kickoff information is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to put the assignment here for kickoff. Okay. So go to where it says subtask, where it says details, see subtask. There you go. And so I'm going to put, that's where I'm going to put your subtask is where your task for this week will be. Okay. So are there any questions? And anybody else need help finding, navigating to this and ClickUp?
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Did everybody else find the assignment?
Yeah, the kickoff assignment.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And so what I'll do is I'll put the kickoff assignment. I've got to go into another meeting at 2:15. So after I finish him, I'm going to go to my pool because they're going to close it before Labor Day. So try to take my daughter, have a little time for myself, and then I'll put the assignment in tonight. I'm going to give you guys the proposal that we had today so that you can go back to the proposal and look up journeys. And what I'll probably do is maybe put some worksheets in so it'll be easier for you. So you can fill out worksheets, you can download it and get it done. So it makes sense to you as you're moving through this process of sales on the internet. Okay.
I have one question.
Yes.
If we had any questions or anything, would you prefer that we contact you or like email you through Ripen?
Yeah, you
or
can contact me, and you can just give me a phone call. So let me give you my number through. I'll put my number in Ripen so that you can have. Well, let me put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat, so y'all can just give me a call. Okay, y'all got it. Any other questions? Okay. So is this a good time to meet up until the time you guys get what you need?
Mhm.
Okay. And so what I will also do is go ahead and put next week's assignment in there as well. That way you get to meet the current community producers so that you get to see them for what it is they are and who they are and all that other good stuff. Okay. All right. Are there not any more questions? Okay. Y'all understand your assignment? Okay. What y'all think about this? Everybody come off mute real quick.
Yeah. So we created, Gabby, that's for you. We created WhatsApp groups. So if you will be able to join us, that will be admirable. Thank you. Just
In there
linking
too.
it.
Put me in there too. Y'all got my phone number. Put me in the WhatsApp group too.
Or yeah, we could also do like a phone number group chat too.
Okay. Okay. All right. So if there are no more questions, woohoo, City College.
Yay.
Hey, we need a chat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go education, community educators. Y'all, I mean, you guys, this work is phenomenal. If you didn't do this work, if I didn't have any help in doing this work, I couldn't get it done. And so I had to call the community educators last night because they're overwhelmed with the amount of work because it's a lot of work. But when you guys each take 5 hours a week and put towards it, it allows us to collectively attack this problem in our community. And then it's so cool that you guys are coming from collective colleges across Chicago. That's so cool too. Okay. All right. So if there are no more questions, I want to say 1, 2, 3, go team. Let's get everybody come off mute.
Oh, I had a question real quick.
Okay. What's the question?
What would you like us to call you? Like your
Tamisha.
Tamisha?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tamisha. This is a collective work. It ain't it's just something respectful. Tamisha, Miss Thomas, but Tamisha, I'm all good with that.
All right. Just making
Okay.
sure. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. So
Thank
we're gonna
you very
do.
much.
Oh, you're welcome very much. So let's do a 1, 2, 3, go team, community educators. Because Haley, come off you, girl, come off you.
Oh.
Let's do a 1, 2, 3.
Go
Community
team,
educators.
community educators.
Oh.
Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3.
Community
Community
educators.
educators. Okay, let's get these people in the door and let's get their professional knowledge charted so we can hand it over to the kids. That's what we're gonna do.
Sounds
All right.
good.
All right. Y'all have a good Saturday.
Nice meeting you.
Me too.
Bye.
It was nice
Bye.
meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Bye.
Bye. Y'all have a good one.